well. I show up everywhere underdressed and just a nervous wreck, like, oh my God. So this is fun. This is my first show since I don't know, since pre-pandemic. So hello everyone. Let's all be socially awkward together. Yay! Oh man. So this is a song called Sorry's Don't Work No More. And I'm actually the one who did all the wrong. So yeah, in this song, the person that I guess I am in this song, they were unfaithful to their partner, and they've been keeping this secret for so long that even if they said sorry, it doesn't even matter. Oh, guitar's down. Can y'all hear that?
Nice.
Hell yeah. I try to apologize, but I can't seem to find the words. I called you up in August, hoping I could be honest, but you never let me speak, and it hurts me to know you trust in me. Yeah, it hurts me that I let time run out the door, and now my sorries don't work no more. I lie awake, I lie straight to your face in hopes of sparing you the pain. And my head, my heart are prisoners, chained to all they remember. You still look at me the same, but I can't bring my guilty lips to say that it hurts me to know you trust in me. Yeah, it hurts me. I let time run out the door, and now my sorries don't work no more. Now you don't owe me anything. I take all the blame. I know it's hard believing any word I say. Now if I say out loud I let you down time and time again, my apologies on bended knee would never make amends. And now we can't even be friends, and it hurts me to know you trust in me. Oh, yeah, it hurts me. I let time run out the door, and my sorries don't work no more. My sorries don't work no more. My sorries don't work no more. Thank you.
I love that. So I want to take a quick second to introduce you to Miss Mia Morris. She is incredible. You're gonna be hanging out for the second round too, right? Yeah, she is. Mia has been with us for 2 years? Year and a half? Yeah, a while. And she is a multi-instrumentalist. She's just incredible, and she backs us all up, learns the songs pretty much as we go, because I think she figured out a while ago that I'm never going to remember to send her the songs because I change them like 20 minutes before I go on stage, sometimes while I'm on stage. But she's also an incredible singer-songwriter. She doesn't just back people up. And also, this is my favorite part of the whole night. Mia, tell them how old you are.
I'm 16.
I know.
Thank you. All right. This song is about regret. Like the kind of regret that you'll feel when, or if you decide not to purchase tickets to the show that I'm playing, not this Friday, but next Friday, at the Basement East. It's called Last Dance. Hello, paranoia. You've been a good friend, walking beside me through thick and the thin. I've kept every secret, built up like an army, preparing for war that I'll never win, but I'll still fight it. Last dance, did you memorize all the steps yet? Feel the curtain falling, it's the end. Last, exit the ballroom and into the future. Did this really happen, or was it a dream? The footprints behind us, swirling in chaos, a terrible magic or Garden of Eden, but I'm not scared. Last dance, did you memorize all the steps yet? Feel the curtain falling, it's the end. Last chance for my lips to press on your cold kiss. Promise you that you're gonna miss this last dance. I can still taste your exhale. Yeah, last dance, did you memorize all the steps yet? Feel the curtain falling, it's the end. Last chance for my lips to press on your cold kiss. I promise you that you're gonna miss this last chance. Last dance. Thank you.
By multi-instrumentalist, I mean like a ton of instruments, but also multi-instrumentalists at the same time, which is incredibly impressive. I know. I can't even chew gum and walk at the same time. Mia Morris is over here. This is a one-woman band. Actually, she does these one girl band covers on her Instagram at Mia Morris Music. It's spelled the way you'd think it would be. I'm not your publicist, but I act like it. And they're just like amazing. So she'll be playing like drums and bass and guitar and singing, and then she like edits herself in. So it's like 4 Mias, which normally would be too much of one person, but it's not too much of you. That's a good amount of Mias.
I appreciate that a lot, actually.
Usually I'm like a very happy, awkward, well, I have the awkward part still. But usually I'm like much happier, sing happier songs. But I'm singing 2 songs, and these just so happen to be the ones that one I'm like either just put out or I just like feeling it. I wrote this song though when I was in a very, I sound like the typical like female songwriter, like I was in a dark time and I like have to mock myself because I feel like awkward about being like, yeah, my life really sucked and I hated everything about it and cried all the time and drank my body weight in red wine. It was okay. It's fine. I drink my body weight in red wine in happiness, not sadness. So I've upgraded, you know? And it's, honestly, this song came because I finally got happy. I met someone that was, well, he's still here. He's not actually in the building, but he's still around for now. Yeah, we like that. Yeah, for now. And it made me really sad because when I first started being like, I think this could be the one. And I was so anxious and so scared. And it kind of just hit me that like my past carried over, and I'm like, oh, the things you do in your past matter, and the people you date and all that stuff actually adds up. And it made falling in love with this guy really hard. It made me question, like, is this even it? And I think if I didn't have my past, I probably would have been like, this is it, he's awesome, because I wouldn't know any different. So this one's called Right One. New night, new face to put on. Someone new, supposed to be fun. The next wrong's the right one to learn from. But I've been learning for so long. If I could handle alone, wouldn't have taken him home. I would've waited, should've waited, but I didn't, 'cause I'm still not over him yet, and I just wanna forget. So I keep saying yes to the one that's real nice, the one buying me drinks all night, the one taking me home to get her. I've been wrong for so long. I don't think I could recognize the right one. Next week's the right one to move on. The next drink's the right one to be done. I know he's wrong, but I need someone. If I could handle alone, wouldn't have taken him home. Would've waited, should've waited, but I didn't, 'cause I'm still not over him yet, and I just wanna forget. So I keep saying yes to the one that's real nice, the one buying me drinks all night, the one taking me home to get her. I've been wrong for so long. I don't think I could recognize the right one. I don't need to be strong, just wanna move on. I'm sick of people asking me what's wrong. If I could handle alone, wouldn't have taken him home. Would've waited, should've waited, but I didn't, 'cause I'm still not over him yet. I just wanna forget. So I keep saying yes to the one that's real nice, the one buying me drinks all night, the one taking me home to get her. I've been wrong for so long. I've been wrong for so long. I don't think I can recognize the right one.
I love that.
Thank you.
That was good.
Yes, ma'am.
not going to get lighter. It's going to get heavier. Sorry, my bad. So again, my name is Madeline Finn, for those of y'all who are trying to find me. That's where it's at. Y'all are so kind. Thank you. You know, it's hard to think about what you want to say in these moments. But I think I'll start off with this. How many of y'all are singer-songwriters yourselves? Oh, come on. I know there's more of you. Shut up. Raise your hands. Yeah. Okay. So the one thing, I mean, I know y'all are, but I don't know for you songwriters out there, has anybody ever read The War of Art?
Okay, literally someone like basically yelled at me to read it last week, so this is my sign.
It's amazing. This is your sign.
To take it out of my Amazon list.
This is your Zen sign.
And put it into the cart.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very much worth a read. Well, it's flipped. There's another one. There's the War of Art, which is a like flip on it. So the whole premise of the book is that as artists, our biggest enemy is resistance. To get up and to say, okay, I'm going to sit down and write. You know, that whole idea of you don't know when inspiration's going to strike, but you know it's going to strike every morning at 9 a.m. Like, you have to get up and do the thing, if that makes sense. So the song I'm going to play as my last song is all about how much sometimes I really hate being so passionate about being a songwriter. You know what I mean? You just take it too seriously sometimes. And then the joy falls out. And then you're working for an outcome and you're not enjoying each moment. So I'm going to challenge myself as I play this to enjoy this for what it is, and to be happy, and to be here, and to be present.
You're going to be a great meditation teacher. Sign me up.
I love it.
Take my money.
And I'm going to challenge myself not to judge it. And I hope that whatever you are going through, whether it be art or not, you do the same for yourself. Okay? So yeah, the song is called For You. It's about the stupid reason I do this, and it's not a stupid reason. It's for each and every one of you. So appreciate y'all. Tip your bartenders. God dang it.
Most of them are songwriters too.
We all are. I'm sick of writing songs about myself, about how I'm gonna make it and why it's hard as hell. Oh. I guess it just makes me tired. Now I'm sick of writing songs about my past, about how I lost my appetite, then how I got it back. Oh. We all been there and we all heard that. Still all these Nashville kids, they've got something to prove. No offense. Oops. And the difference is I've got nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. So when my heart is bruised and my voice is too, I'll keep singing for you. It gets saucy here. I'm sick of writing songs about my dad, about where he's been all of these years, all the time we never had. Oh. 'Cause I grew up and he ain't half bad. Now I'm sick of trying all damn day to get someone to listen like I've got something good to say. Oh, gotta let it happen in its own way. So when my pride is bruised, chokes me up, and my voice is too, I'll keep trying for you. So when my time is through, may these words hold true and keep me singing for you. Singing for you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Madeline, that was amazing.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God. So this is our 7-year anniversary, and I learned 7 years and 364 days ago to always wear waterproof makeup on this stage, because that. Okay. Anyways, well, my name's Kalie Shorr. This is my last song. Thank you so much. I think I just am gonna have to keep it depressing. I feel like that's the vibe. We're all on like our second or third drink. I did it. This is another song I wrote with Candi Carpenter, and I met her through Suffragettes, and I did an entire podcast episode about this. I hate being the girl with the podcast because it feels like, of course, she's the girl with the podcast. But Bobby Bones has the Nashville Podcast Network under iHeart, and he was like, hey, your life seems kind of like a show. Would you like to make it a show? And I was like, okay, sure. So it's called Too Much to Say. It comes out once a week on Wednesdays. And I just say whatever I want. And like literally the first episode, I'm like, this is the only apology I'm giving to my manager, my mom and dad, and my publicist, and that's it. And everything else is just me word vomiting. So, but I did my episode this week on Song Suffragettes and what it's meant to me, and I talked a lot about Candi and literally every girl on the stage. And I met her through Song Suffragettes, and she literally, I mean, she just blew me away. Her voice is massive, and she's just such a force. If you guys have seen her, and if not, you're about to. And she literally came up to me after the show, and she's like, do you want to be friends? And I was like, yeah, for sure. And then like 4 years later, we have matching tattoos. So like, yeah, I don't do anything halfway. But we wrote a good chunk of my album, Open Book, together. We wrote Amy together, and I just love her, and I feel like it's such a safe place to create with your friends. And you know, I've gone into rooms with people I don't know and gotten good songs, but this is one of the hardest songs I've ever written. It's about my family. After I had to go back home for my sister's funeral in 2019, January of 2019, and Candi was recording an EP, and she literally dropped everything and came back with me for like a week. And it's hard to find friends like that. And when we came back, we wrote this song because she'd seen all my family stuff up close and had been like, you downplayed this so much. And this whole time I was like, I'm being dramatic. It's not that bad. And she gets there and she's like, Kaylee, oh my God. So this is a song about that. And we wrote it very drunk off $2 wine on my living room floor. And yeah, it's probably my favorite song I've ever written. It's called Escape, and it's on my album. Mama always said Jesus was her husband and the only thing she needs. She turned up Billy Graham so loud that I couldn't sleep. And my daddy always smelled like smoke, but I was 16 before I knew what kind. When my older sister was in college, she met a piece of trash named Phil, and she didn't know that heroin always starts with pills. And my brother thinks he's better, 'cause his kryptonite comes in a 12-pack. Oh, everybody's got a place where all their money goes, and everybody's got a high that sweetens up the lows. And getting out of bed is hard if you don't have a reason. Everybody needs
I'm sure I was hungry, but it was love I really craved. You told me that you saved me, and I thanked God you came and helped. But you were just another way of hurting myself. Everybody's got a star where all their wishes go. And if those stars ain't lucky, then you gotta hang around. Getting out of bed is hard if you don't have a reason. Everybody needs an escape, and mine was leaving. Oh, everybody needs an escape. Thank you.
Had to finish my tequila shot before I played that one for sure. Tina looked at me, she's like, are you just ripping tequila shots? I'm like, well, technically it's a tequila neat, but I think that's just what it is. So.
I loved it. Well, I feel really bad that I'm gonna keep things sad for another song.
They came to the listening
know.
room. They're down.
It's true.
It's fine.
It's true.
They like country music. It's depressing.
I know. But, okay, before I get really, really sad, though, I just need to say a huge thank you to all these ladies and Kalie and the Song Suffragettes and Todd and everybody, because this was literally one of the first stages that I played on when I moved to Nashville. And I remember I had a friend that had played it once before, and she's like, you have to go and play for them. I went into, I don't even know where the old building used to be. I don't even think it's there anymore. The first building that.
No, I think it's condos or something, and everything's always condos.
I know. So I'm originally from a small town in Canada, and I started coming to Nashville at 15 years old. And I was just writing songs constantly, and I made the big leap of faith to move here when I was 21. And I grew up in my hometown where I never had to meet another new person in my entire life, so moving here was terrifying. And when I got to town, I went and played for the Song Suffragettes. I played for Todd, and they immediately invited me to something, like the next day, and then invited me to play this stage, and it was just so amazing that they gave me an opportunity to play for people, and I just feel so grateful. So I'm just really happy to be here on the 7-year anniversary.
Also, I would like to point out, I just realized that she's not going to say this, but she's here on our 7-year anniversary as a Best New Female Artist nominee at the ACM Awards. Yeah. Sort of a big deal, like.
Thank you. I literally don't even believe that that's real. I don't think I will. I'll have to just keep rewatching. My boyfriend filmed when the nominees came out, and I had to rewind and rewatch the names that came up on the screen because I just couldn't even believe that was me. So anyway, okay, it feels really, really cool to be here, and I'm just very thankful. And I'm gonna play a song that I wrote with one of my boyfriend's best friends, Shane Snipeman and Ray Fulcher. And yeah, they're both amazing. And I just remember, so obviously over quarantine, I got really, really close with my boyfriend's best friend and his girlfriend. And we just talked a lot about life. And I just remember coming into this writing room, and I knew that Shane and I were good friends, but I had never written with Ray before. And both of them were like, we want to write something real today, and we've heard you, talk about your life and all this, so we just want to write something that means a lot to you and to the people in your life. And, I think it is so amazing when men can step up and say the things that they've been through. And I just don't think enough men do that. So if you're out there and you're going through something, please just talk about it. it makes it so much better. You have no idea how good it feels to talk about things. And this was one of those songs that like all of our lives kind of came together into this moment, and we were talking about the things in your life. Sorry, I'm talking so much, but
I love it. Have a podcast. Do it.
we were just talking about the things in life that make you feel like you grew old young. And there are so many things. Everybody's got their own story, but so many things make you feel like you grew up faster than you should have. And this song I'm just so proud that these guys that I was writing with were able to talk about their lives, and I was able to put a little bit of myself in there as well. So this is a brand new song. I've literally never played it out before, and it's called Growing Old Young.
Just another Sunday afternoon, crying, trying to drown out the sound of fighting words coming from the living room, going shot for shot in another round. We just sweep it under the rug, never talk about it at all. We just leave it all messed up, add another brick to the wall. Yeah, the thing about growing old young, you fast forward through the innocent stuff. Yeah, the thing about growing old young, you fast forward through the innocent stuff, straight to the falling out of love, and thinking maybe you'll never be enough. 'Cause you've never kissed a boy, but your heart's in two. Never had a drink, but you know what it can do. Never got to see the world before yours came undone. That's growing old young. A 10-year-old should be playing house, not holding theirs together, blaming themselves and wondering how the battle ever get any better. Yeah, the thing about growing old young, you fast forward through the innocent stuff, you cut straight to the falling out of love, and thinking maybe you'll never be enough. 'Cause you've never kissed a boy, but your heart's in two. Never had a drink, but you know what it can do. Never got to see the world before yours came undone. That's growing old young. That's growing old young. Growing old ain't a choice, but sometimes growing up ain't either. When you get cut that young, time's the only healer. Yeah, the thing about growing old young, you'll learn how to get through the tough stuff. You'll find a way to fall in love without your past messing it up. I know you never kissed a boy, but your heart's in two. Never had a drink, but you know what it can do. Never got to see the world before yours came undone. I know you're growing old young. I know you're growing old young. That's the thing about growing old young.
Oh my God. That was so beautiful. Oh my gosh, that was incredible.
Adele messed up at the Grammys. Shut up. I don't want to hear it. She's fine. You're fine. That was incredible. Give her another round of applause for the recovery as well.
Yes.
It was your first time playing it, and I just felt like I got chills. I feel like something really big is going to happen with that song. It's very special.
I love it. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for having me. Hey, Kalie. This is my first time here singing with the song Suffragettes. And You know, it's not easy to like figure out what to say in these moments, and I'm pretty sure almost all of us up here, at least at one point, felt like we said the wrong thing or talked too long. But I personally enjoy all the stories. That was my introduction to country music. I was 14 or 15 years old when I heard the Chicks for the first time, and it sounded like church to me, and it was just a different kind of story. And I was like, oh, I can rock with that. And so here we are, and here I am, 8 years later in Music City. And thank y'all for the stories. I guess that's my long way of saying thanks for talking and stuff. Kids. Think about growing up young. And in the spirit of telling the story, I have a friend here, my friend Brock Human. Hello, Brocky. Thanks for letting me bring a guy here, guys. Thank you. Oh, gals. Thank you.
You may be one of like 2 men that's ever stepped on the Suffragettes stage. It's a big deal. No. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. We're making history here.
I'm going to do a thing. Just pretend that this isn't happening. 1 second, guys.
Sorry, the rest of us are really good at talking. Does anybody have anything they'd like to say?
Yes.
Madeline, you look like you're ready.
How about them Cleveland Browns? Ha-ha!
It was niche, but it worked.
Love it. So Brocky here. Sorry, can I call you Brocky in public? Okay, cool. It happened. So Brock E. Is a really incredible friend and brother to me. I actually started off singing background in his band. And then we started writing together. And 3 of the 4 songs that's on my EP, we wrote together. And I'm so excited to have you here. In honesty, we would probably never want to sing this song. But in the last week, we've had 7 mass shootings. And I think we need a little more than thoughts and prayers.
Preach.
I'm breaking and waiting, watching your hands on the clock, and I wonder if you see how I feel. You're shifting and blaming and aiming your politics right at my neck, trying to change how I feel. I sing to the only home I've ever known. I'm asking her how we've come to live in a nightmare, American grown, where we let the good die young. Yeah, we let the good die young. Oh. Not just the classrooms, it's our congregations and concert lines asking if you see how they feel. And all those bar stools, all of the children who ran too high, are wishing that you see how they feel. I sing to the only home I've ever known. I'm asking her how we've come to live in a nightmare, American grown, where we let the good die young. They're shooting the stars and you're watching them fall in the comfort of your own home. We live in a nightmare, American grown, where we let the good die young. Yeah, we let the good die young. Oh, oh. to live in a nightmare American grown, where we let the good die young. Well, I've spoken up, but it wasn't enough, 'cause a son lost a father today. A woman was gunned down today. Tell me your heart doesn't break. Don't send me your thoughts and prayers, 'cause they don't go anywhere when we let the good die young.
That was amazing.
I'm sobbing.
Yeah.
Don't
Same.
mind me.
Oh my God.
I'm fine.
That's why we lit a boy in the girls' only tree house. It was worth it. Brock Human, everybody. Brock is incredible.
Thank you so much.
Brittney, that's amazing. Well, and let's do another one of those deep breaths. Let's do it.
Okay,
I
ready?
like that idea.
Let's
I
three
need
nose
it.
out the mouth. 1, 2, 3.
I love
we're
that
here,
idea.
And we're together. And we love each other, right? We love
Yes,
each other,
we love
right?
each other.
We love each other.
If that didn't work, can I get something else?
Yeah.
Man,
That was incredible.
I'll see you
thank
in
you
a
for
second.
that.
Well, we have one last special song for you guys, and then we're going to have Miss Ashley McBryde here, who's incredible, and she's an ACM nominee as well for Best Female Artist. So, yeah, huge deal. Oh, Tenille, you have a third song for us. You haven't played the number 8 song in the country. Oh my God. Do it.
It's happy. It's happy, right? Yes, it is happy.
Also,
Yeah, this is a happy song.
this song is
Bring it out.
huge because it is the first, not even top, it was the first top 15, but now it's like super the first top 10 that was written and produced entirely by women. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, I gotta say a huge shout out to Allison Veltz Cruz, who just had a baby literally last week. She wrote this song with Alex and I, and Alex Klein produced this song, and that's the woman making history right now. So I can't even believe that I get to sit here and say that I have a song, like, even on the chart, is insane, because all of this has literally happened over the pandemic, so I haven't really played this song like out for people.
If y'all know it, that means you have to sing it extra loud because she
Please.
hasn't gotten to experience that. And I know y'all know it because it's the number 8 song in the country, in case you didn't pick up on that.
Thank you. But I'm just so thankful that I get to be up here and play this song, and I wrote it really after going through a breakup and just feeling I had written all the breakup songs, as you can imagine, as a songwriter, and I just didn't want to write anything sad anymore. I wanted to write something hopeful about looking for love, and Alex and Allison were up for the test that day. We were just talking about relationships that we looked up to, and I was telling them how I wanted to find something just like that, so we wrote this song called Somebody Like That. I've seen pickup lines and divorce strangers slow dance. I've seen happy hour 2 for 1s turn to one night stands. I've seen neon rebounds and late night drunk dials. I've seen that Cinderella fairy tale go up in cigarette smoke. I've seen 2 hearts bet it all and still end up broke. The real thing won't be easy. Yeah, it might take a while, but I want that all in falling. Keep the fire burning like the first time. Feeling no matter what, if I'm gonna love, share of ups and downs, and I saw the best and worst and work and worth it to get to that all in falling. Keep the fire burning like the first time. Feeling no matter what, if I'm gonna love, I'm gonna love somebody like that kind of heart. Open arms, says forever, ever, never, ever take it back. If I'm gonna love, I'm gonna love somebody like that. I've had some real close calls, a couple diamond ring thoughts, and enough midnight tears to know what love's like. And I want that all in falling. Keep the fire burning like the first time. Feeling no matter what, if I'm gonna love, I'm gonna love somebody like that kind of heart. Open arms, says forever, ever, never, ever take it back. If I'm gonna love, I'm gonna love somebody like that. Somebody like that. Somebody like that. Love somebody like that. Thank you so much. Stop. Don't do that. No, don't do that. Don't do that. You guys. Sit down.
I literally could not be more proud of you. I text her all the time, and I'm like, I cried about you today.
Oh my God. Thank you so much.
I think
you
that's
guys
the
are
next
amazing.
stop for sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
We're gonna sing a cover. I don't even want to follow those last two songs, but we do this every week. So, and also make sure, we've got two incredible things coming up. Ashley McBryde, and then the second round is just amazing. I'm gonna be sticking around, having more tequila, probably eating some French fries. It's gonna be a good time. Anyways, I'm really excited. And thank you so much for coming out and celebrating 7 years of Song Suffragettes. This is just, I think it's a really big moment. And for Tenille and I, having played here for so long. Livy, you've been playing here for a long time too.
I don't remember.
I don't remember. That sounds like a song idea. Write that in your notes app. That's good.
I literally just forgot.
I don't
what
remember. Okay, sorry, I'm tuning. I know that's annoying.
I sang
really
country
quick?
music when I first started playing here, so.
I don't want to ruin a Kelly Clarkson song. I need to tune. I refuse to do that. That is one of the most disrespectful things one could do. So we end every week with a cover. And how many of y'all have been to a Song Suffragettes show before?
Oh, so
How many of
people are
y'all's
new.
first time is it then?
Not everyone voted.
Wow. Well, that's America, but Thank you so much. So we end every week with a cover, and this is a really special song. All the covers we're doing tonight were written by women, and fun fact that I feel like a lot of y'all don't know, Breakaway by Kelly Clarkson was actually written by Avril Lavigne. Pretty cool, right? So we're going to sing that song and take it back to Princess Diaries 2, and me watching this and being like, I too am going to break away. I'm going to experience buildings with 100 floors and swinging round revolving doors. I think my label in New York might have that. I don't know. I signed a record deal during a pandemic, so I've had a weird time. I've never met anybody who signed me, so. This is a song about dreaming, and if y'all know it, sing along.
Dun dun da da, dun dun da da, dun dun da 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 da, dun dun da da, dun dun da da, dun dun da 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 da. Grew up in a small town, and when the rain would fall down, I would stare out my window, dreaming of what Trying hard to reach out, but when I try to speak out, feel like no one could hear me. Wanted to belong here, but something felt so wrong here. So I prayed I could break away. I spread my wings and I learned how to fly. I'll do what it takes till I touch the sky. And I'll make a wish, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Out of the darkness and into the sun. But I won't forget all the ones that I love. Take a risk, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Wanna feel the warm breeze, sleep under a palm tree, feel the rush of the ocean. Get on board a fast train, travel on a jet plane far away, and break away. I'll spread my wings and I'll learn how to fly. I'll do what it takes till I touch the sky. Gotta take a risk, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Out of the darkness and into the sun. And I won't forget all the ones that I love. Gotta take a risk, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Buildings with 100 floors, swing around revolving doors. Maybe I don't know where they'll take me, but I gotta keep moving on, fly away, break away. I'll spread my wings and I'll learn how to fly. Though it's not easy to tell you goodbye. Gotta take a risk, take a chance, make a change, and break away. Out of the darkness and into the sun. But I won't forget all the ones that I love. I'll take a risk, take a chance, take a change, and break away. Dun dun da da, dun dun da da, dun dun da 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 da. Dun dun da da, dun dun da da, dun dun da da da.
Thank y'all so much. Make sure you stick around. Appreciate it.
We did it.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot.
That was really cool.
That was a lot of tea.
That was good, you guys. We did it.
I needed a good cry.
We did it.
Hello.
Oh my god, I didn't see Todd's beard. If you're wearing a mask, it's like really long.
Thinking about braiding.
Jesus, I don't see you for a week.
That was
You're like
awesome.
the old man Grizz.
Thank you. Welcome.
Hi, thank you that was so good.
So good. All right, are we good? All right, everybody. First of all, let's give that group a round of applause. That was an amazing round. Kalie Shorr, who played our very first show, Madeline Finn, Livy Jeanne, Mia Morris, first-time song Suffragette, Brittney Spencer, and to the amazing Tenille Arts. Tenille Arts played with us for the first time back in 2016, and I just feel so invested in Tenille Arts, and she deserves everything that's coming to her. You won't meet a nicer person. She locked her keys in my office driveway one time. So we've been in the trenches together, and it's so nice to see her succeed. But welcome to Song Suffragettes and our 7th anniversary celebration. My name is Todd Cassidy. I am the founder of Song Suffragettes. I am the head cheerleader for Song Suffragettes. You're welcome for that mental picture. With me is Taylor Fair. She is the event director for Song Suffragettes. Taylor actually does all the work, so I just stand up here and look bald. So together, we're really excited that all of you are here to celebrate something that was started 7 years ago with the simple intention to give deserving female singer-songwriters a place to play their music and be heard in an ecosystem where females tragically don't hold equal standing with their male counterparts. So what started out as just a show 7 years ago has become much more than that, both in the greater spectrum of Nashville and within the wider community. Through the show and other initiatives, Song Suffragette has become a community unto itself, a place where like-ambition women can come together and build relationships that might create together, relationships that might commiserate together, or maybe just go out drinking together. You just don't know. Regardless of how they relate to one another, the singer-songwriters of Song Suffragettes really, really support each other. I think Ashley McBryde might talk about that in a little bit. It's something that hasn't always been encouraged in the competitive music world, but really with Song Suffragettes, we see it every day, how these women really, really support each other. It is not fake what you are seeing. It is real love and support. Naively, and I don't normally read stuff, but there's some things I want to cover, so just bear with me. Naively, I originally thought that if more fans and more music industry wonks heard some of the greatest female talent we could assemble, that their music would get the exposure it needs and the industry support it deserves. Unfortunately, as most of you know, the prospects for female talent in Nashville have not changed as significantly as we hoped when we started Song Suffragettes. But what we have been successful at building, in addition to awareness about the ongoing disparity between male and female creatives, it's in many ways greater than the original mission. It has really sincerely been my profound honor to be surrounded by so much talent in the past 7 years. And it gives me great pride to know that we have played the part in the lives and careers of over 300 singer-songwriters, 21 who have gone on to receive recording contracts, and 49 who have landed publishing deals. So that's the reward, right? And again, I'm most proud of the sense of community that we've engendered among female creatives that I hope will continue to affect today's generation of talented women as well as the next. Speaking of musical generations, I want to take a moment to announce that our friends at the LSS Group, an all-female entertainment industry-focused wealth management team led by Eden Lopez, Leslie Schwartz, and Paula Steinberg, will be continuing their year-long presenting sponsorship of Song Suffragettes. This stuff doesn't happen for free, kids. So if you'll check out the screens, if you haven't met these women, in addition to being titans in the financial world, they are also the gold standard for women supporting other women. Through their support, Song Suffragettes is able to thrive and allow us to help advance this generation of creating talent as far as we can help take them. And speaking of generations, I want to invite my 9-year-old daughter to come out and read a statement on behalf of the LSS Group. Come out here, Kate.
Hello. The LSS Group was excited to become the first sponsors of the Song Suffragettes in 2019 and to stand beside these immensely talented singer-songwriters in solidarity. As an all-female wealth management team, we are inspired by their stories conveyed best in their music, and we're struck by the common thread of industry challenges that we as women still confront. This despite the fact that the 19th Amendment, for which the collective is named, was ratified 100 years ago. We, Eden, Leslie, and Paula, are honored to recognize and support the Song Suffragettes, not just for their talent, but for their fierce persistence. We hope that our alignment will continue to empower as well as ignite the creative juices that make Suffragettes an iconic part of the Nashville landscape and beyond. Here's to breaking glass ceilings together and to making your individual marks on the world with passion, presence, and perseverance. We look forward to celebrating you and your success in person very soon.
Okay, let me ask you a question. So here's the challenge. Kate, what do you want to be when you grow up?
A singer-songwriter.
Yeah, there you go. That's what happens when you run Suffragettes. All right, you're good. Good job. So one final note about support. As I mentioned, Taylor is the backbone of all things Suffragettes, and without her, Suffragettes would not be the well-oiled machine that it has become in the past year, and I'm very appreciative. Taylor has built a force of other women, specifically our interns, who are invaluable to what we do at Suffragettes, so I'd like to recognize them now. They're mostly all up there, but stand up if I call your name. Katarine Mohammed, Maddie Reichert, did I say that right? Yes. Okay. Madison Mall, Melina Bertsakas, okay, close. Emma Kiefer, Mackenzie Christian, Alex Moody, thank you. Maddie Hicks, Veronica Connors, Chloe Crowder, Allie Lamarca, Jessica Hood, and Hayden Hill. Can we all give them a round of applause? This stuff doesn't happen by accident. Those fancy centerpieces do not happen by accident. Thanks, everybody. So thank you to our team. Thank you to the listening room for believing in our vision for the past 6 years. And thanks to everybody out here who's come out and paid their money to support females in music. It means the world. Those of you watching on the internet, it means the world. So it's time for me to shut up. You can applaud for that. As we say around here, it's time to let the girls play. So to present our special guest of the evening, I'd like to introduce Phyllis Stark. That's your chair, yes. Who is one of the best damn journalists I've ever met, with stints at Billboard, Scripps, and Cox Media, and who currently holds the position of senior editor at All Access Nashville. So ladies and gentlemen, Phyllis Stark, and I'll let her take it from here. Thank you for being here.
Here's the good news, everybody. I'm not going to sing. You'll appreciate it. But you're really going to appreciate the person who is here to sing. She is one of my musical heroes. Really needs no introduction, but I'm going to introduce her anyway. This woman's album, Never Will, was the only album to ever be nominated for an ACM, a CMA, and a Grammy Award in the same season. And her new live album, Never Will Live, is coming out on May 28th. So you're definitely going to want to check that out because live is such a huge component of what she does as an artist. Please help me welcome Ashley McBryde. I think so. I wasn't sure where they were going to put you.
I wasn't sure, and this looked like it was my height. Standing.
So, forever and ever now, your introduction is going to include the words Grammy nominated, until such time as we can change it up a little and say Grammy winning, which is definitely in your future. How does that feel, though, to say Grammy nominated artist?
I will tell you that they can't fit it on a Tennessee license plate. There's not a greater honor for a musician or a songwriter or a singer or an entertainer of any kind than a composer than to get a Grammy. And so right below that is being nominated. So as soon as I get tired of being nominated for Grammys, I will let you know. It's not going to happen. I still get just as excited about, I get excited about everything.
Well, in the meantime, as you're racking up awards from the CMA and the ACM, it seems like you know where I'm going with this question. You have a special place where you keep them in your home. Can you share where that is?
I do. And I recently added to that very, very special place in my house a piece of B&A carpet, which has been so influential in my life. It's in my bathroom with a CMT honor, an ACM, 2 ACMs, and a CMA.
That B&A carpet, for those live streaming at home, is our airport carpet.
That they
Ugly but
changed
famous.
without asking us.
Yeah. So did you hang it? Did you frame it? Is it on the
No,
floor?
it's right there for you to be comfortable.
Keeping your awards company.
That's
I love
right.
it.
Things that are important.
So this last year, I wanted to just kind of talk to you about how you navigated it. You had so much momentum, have so much momentum, but it was going for you. The pandemic hit, and all of a sudden it's right to a halt. Now, we've seen you plenty this past year doing live streams, et cetera, but how did that feel, and how did you navigate that as an artist, not being able to be on the road and share your music in that way?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing a slight loss in cabin pressure. Please secure your own mask before helping those around you. That's what happens when you're like, we're putting out a record. They're like, psst, no, you're not. So there's no sort of, there's no template on how to deal with that. So we just kind of did what we knew to do, just keep playing, doing live streams and things like that. We had the option to not release the record, to hold that off, and I thought, no, we have to put it on out there because we created this thing, we intended for it to be born on this day, and we're going to do that. And I was hopeful that people needed new music. I knew I needed new music, and when Brandy Clark's record came out, I was really thankful. And I've been like that about several records over the last few years. Like, I was really glad that came out because I needed it. So we just did what we knew how to do, and sometimes that meant putting on a dinosaur costume. And people, why do you have that? Well, Miranda Lambert gave it to me, which is also makes another question, right? Why did she give you a dinosaur costume? Well, she gave John Party a teddy bear costume. Why? I'm like, I still don't know, but I've used it more than algebra in the last few years.
Now we just need a matching dinosaur costume for your dog, and we'll be all set. The live streams will be, no one will not watch.
That's right.
To the extent that anyone knows the answer to this question, any plans to get back on the road soon?
Every time I stopped opening, we have this thing called Master Tour, which is sort of like Google Calendar for your whole band and crew, and everywhere you're going, or sometimes not going, is on there. So I stopped looking at it because it was so depressing. And I would look, and they would turn from that red color, you're going, to that green color or that blue color or that, and then it was just gone. It was so depressing. So I can't tell you, really, when we're getting back on the road May 29th.
You heard it here first.
We knew that we want to be back on the road just as soon as possible, but we want to make sure we're doing it in the safest way, and not just for us, but for our families and for y'all and for your families. And so now that there is vaccination availability, I think, we all have to do what's right for us, right? But whatever puts me back in that bus is what I'm going to do. So my arm hurts.
But I don't quite know how to phrase this question, but to what extent do you feel like seeing you live is capturing the full component of who Ashley McBryde is as an artist?
I think we try really hard on the record to make sure it sounds like live. And that sounds like, well, yeah, duh. No, it's pretty different because you don't always get to record with your band. And you don't always get to, you may have to chop it up into chunks, and we always do it all together live so that it will sound live. And when people come to meet and greet and they say, your show sounded just like your record, thank you. That's exactly what we were trying for. So I think you have to come see us live because the one thing you can't hear inside the record is the joy that buzzes across the stage. When Chris Harris, playing mandolin over here to my left, drops his pick for the 17th time and the bass player cracks a smile. And sometimes you don't realize that there's 2 talkback microphones that only we can, bless you, that only we can hear on the stage. There's one more talkback, and it's on the drums. Quinn Hill back there on the drums, and he can say the funniest stuff while you're like, right? Hang in there, girl. And then he'll come up with some comment or make you aware of a funny event on stage. And that's something you can't get on the record, but you can experience it with us live.
Well, I have to ask you this because you just told me this backstage.
Yeah.
Probably off the record, but I will.
No, it's totally fine.
Any superstitions before you go on stage?
I am superstitious, and I found out that superstitions are real as soon as you think they are. I was telling you backstage that I oftentimes will tell the boys, it's going to be a good set. And they'll say, you have to pee, don't you? because they know I'm not going to, because I considered it bad luck. So one time, we're doing the Jimmy Kimmel show for the very first time, and my teeth are floating. I thought, this is miserable, but I can't. I'm superstitious. And a member of my team said, just go to the bathroom, and I did. And we were playing American Scandal on Jimmy Kimmel, and my amplifier exploded. You know why that happened? I believed it would. Somewhere back there in my caveman brain, I was like, danger, danger, danger. And electricity was like, no problem. But I never take the stage without doing a couple things. Touching knuckles, we all the word taters when we do it. We have a secret handshake. Everybody in the band has their own. Well, they're not handshakes, they're high fives. It's a lot easier to do them, but there are many superstitions, and I'm trying to break them. I'm trying to break several of them. It's not like I sit at home and just don't go to the bathroom all day because something bad's going to happen. There has to be a happy medium here.
Right before a live stream now, and you're just
right.
As you're putting on your dinosaur costume, don't do it.
Don't do it. You're stronger than this.
I listened to a radio interview that you did recently where you talked about the worst gig you ever had. Mm-hmm. And it was a hilarious story. I'm going to ask you if you don't mind to just tell that story again.
At the time, I'm booking my own shows, and I have the luxury of having the help of two friends that live in Memphis, Sandra and Megan. And they're very good at organizing, and they're very good at keeping the calendar straight. And they said, hey, we booked you this gig at this place. The name suggests to me that it must be a sports bar whose main food fare is hot dogs. And I don't know if I'm supposed to say this on a live stream because it shut down for a while, and it's now open again, non-COVID related. Anyway, it ends with the words doghouse. And I think it must be a hot dog place. So I grabbed two friends, and I said, come with me, help me load my stuff in and out, and I'll pay for all your hot dogs and all your beer. I get there, and it was hard to find, first of all. It was located in a gravel parking lot right next to an underpass. Red flag number one. The windows are either painted black or boarded. Red flag number two. There's no handle on the door. There's three. So I knocked on the door. In Wizard of Oz, a really cool guy with a long mustache pops out and lets you ride a horse of a different color. That's not what happens. A guy whose name is Dwayne opens the door and says, you the entertainment? I think I am. And the stage was covered, the floor of the stage was covered in boat carpet. It's easy to clean. And then, I don't know, there's young ears in the room. I will make this as friendly as possible. Just stage left is a barber chair in a prone position, like you were going to lay back and give a gentleman a shave. Bad sign. Back of the stage is what, kids? A mirror. And there's a pole, and we weren't fishing. Congratulations, Ashley. You've accidentally booked yourself at an illegal underground biker strip club.
The guy named Dwayne should have been signal number 4.
It was. It was just, there were so many sketchy things about it. And I was just like, I have to make money, you know. I gotta do what I gotta do to make a living. And it turned out everyone was delightful. Everyone was so helpful. And plus our server danced like on my break. It was
as they do.
But I can say that of all of the things that were strange about that night, that evening gave me a really good gift, which was after the show, the owners and our server, Crystal, took us to another place that was located under an overpass, and we sang karaoke, and that was the first time I sang Dirty Diana. And I've been doing it ever since, all these years, so thanks, Doghouse.
And they had some special shot glasses, too, as I recall.
They did have special shot glasses. When I realized what kind of predicament I'd put my two friends in, I was like, let me just get you some food. The fellow who owns well, now I've let the cat out of the bag. It's called Dave's Doghouse. So the fellow that owns the place, I go to the bartender and I go, hi, can I get some food menus for my friends? And she goes, you'll have to ask Dave. Okay, where's Dave? He's in the DJ booth. Okay, so I go to the DJ booth. I said, hi, Dave. I was going to order some food. What do you want? I did, burgers. Yep. Isn't that scene in Goonies where she serves them water? And she's like, water, drink it. That's how I was. Yes, sir. Burgers. Fries? Yes, fries. And then I thought, well, I'll get you a couple shots of whiskey because I'm so sorry. And the shot glasses were of a particular shape. And so they're brought to my friends, and I said, would you please let me know that those aren't in the shape that I think they're in? And they said, if you mean the shape of straws that people use at bachelorette parties. Yes, they are. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm funnier and more well-rounded for it, you know?
I would have liked to have seen you ask Dave if those burgers could be medium well.
They decided it could have been fried catfish on one and I don't know, raw rattlesnake on the other, and I would not have complained.
Taking a sharp left turn, let's talk about your songwriting process.
Sure.
Do you like to start songs at home and go into a write with other writers with a half-formed thought, a fully formed thought? And do you have a core group of writers that you trust that you always like to have songs with?
Those develop, but part of getting one of those core groups is not having one of those core groups and kind of writing with everybody. And I still like to do that too. But I've got the people that I met at the Rusty Nail in Hermitage that we wrote records 1 and 2 basically together, all of record 1 and a lot of record 2. And then I've branched out just a little bit, and I've got this other core group that has really developed that I'm so excited about, and I can't wait to share those songs too. I used to love to form an idea first, and I should be doing more of it. If you're tuned in and you're wondering, should I be forming ideas at home first? Yes, you should. I've been terribly lazy, but I do love to get into the room as well and start chit-chatting and see what falls out. And a lot of times what falls out is really great because it's very organic and both of you get excited at the same time. The problem is it can take a really long time. That's the downfall of that. So I should be doing more of making the ideas. But I'll have like a phrase stuck in my head or a little tune stuck in my head and at least go in with that.
You've written songs about murdering your father's lover and a very poignant song about the world's worst teacher and songs about, guiltless, motel hookups. I know there's young ears here. Is there anything that's off limits for you in terms of songwriting?
I thought there would be things that were off limits in terms of songwriting, and then my brother died. And look, the room went, oh God, it's okay. And I didn't know if I could tackle that or not. And then I realized that I had to, because I'm not the only person in the whole wide world whose brother passed away. And if I know how to say something that can help somebody, then I have to. So there may be things that make me uncomfortable at this point, but I'm still willing to at least explore it. Even if we get done with it and I go, we can never play this song. We have to explore it because there's no way that I'm the only person that feels any certain way. And there were some writers that taught me that, Lisa Carver being one. She can make you uncomfortable and comforted at the same time. Travis Meadows is probably the best songwriter to ever have human form. And when I heard the record Killing Uncle Buzzy for the very first time, I was changed. Because as honest as I thought I was being, it turns out I was writing Mary Had a Little Lamb for years and years until I would hear and feel how honest he was. When you can put a record in and you get uncomfortable for just a minute and that makes you feel better, that's a gift. So bring it on, whatever's off limits. Not whatever, within reason. I'm tired. It's been a very hard year.
Has there ever been anyone in your career that's tried to set those limits for you in terms of saying, you can't sing about that? And if so, how did you push back on that?
I have heard that sentence, you can't sing about that, or you're not going to sing like that, are you? Well, yeah. Well, that's going to piss your brothers off. I know. And there are some things, I've written some stuff recently, and I was writing with a great songwriter. I was with Natalie Hemby, and we were covering a topic that was a little bit tough, and it was my idea to do it. When she said, she threw out the idea, I said, I love it, we should do it this way. And she said, if this hurts too much, cry uncle. And I said, no. Some people drink too much, some people self-harm. This is what I do. This is how I cut it open and let it out. She said, well, it's really personal. And I said, well, if he didn't want a song written about it, he shouldn't have done it. Womp womp womp.
The end. I love it. This is a perfect place to talk about this song, Suffragettes, being a very, very warm and welcoming place for female singer-songwriters. I've heard you mention this a couple of times, where you kind of came into the industry thinking, maybe because of, I don't know, The Bachelorette or something, that women were catty, that women were out to get each other, that everything was a competition. And I think, to a certain extent, a lot of people believe that, and we've been taught to think that's the case. You have not had that experience.
No, women are catty. We could probably pick 3 or 4 fights right now if we tried very hard. Even though we're all here for the same reason. Women can be catty and vindictive and competitive for no reason. But in at least the songwriting community, and then I would find out a few years later, in the artist community, women in country music just aren't like that. They would rather go with you somewhere than try to take you out of... I almost said take you out at the knees, and that was not an ice skating joke. I almost stepped in it. But we're more apt to help each other than we are to go at each other. And I think it's awesome. And most songwriters, period, are like that, but especially the females. We're always out to lift each other up.
That was a pleasant surprise for you then when you got into the industry?
Yeah, because I was like, it's going to be really inconvenient. It's hard enough to compete with the guys who can just throw on a ball cap and a hoodie and, hey, here we go, I look great. And then I thought, God, then we got to compete with the females. It's going to get bloody really fast. Like, we're going to be throwing elbows like crazy. It'll be like a college basketball game. That's not how it was.
I want to talk about Eric Church and his early influence on your career, and then kind of segue into any female artists that have kind of given you a hand up along the way. But let's start with the Eric Church story. He took you out on tour or pulled you up on stage. It's the first time I think I ever saw you was performing on stage with him.
Yeah, and that's the first time a lot of people would ever see me. Was April of 2017, 2016. I can't remember what the date was right now, but I had been invited by Eric to come and watch the Holding My Own tour. I was super excited because I'm a big nerd and I want to know how everything works. And I got to enjoy the show. But I found out just shortly before the show that I would be singing with Eric. And I thought, that's fine. I know all of his songs. I know most of Joanna Cotton's parts. I can't pull them all off because she's an amazing vocalist. And then they said, no, he wants to do one of your songs. He wants to do a Bible in a 44. So I realized way too late in the evening that I'm wearing Eric Church merch. And I'm going to have to get on stage in a Mr. Misunderstood shirt next to Mr. Misunderstood. But it worked out great. And what was super important to me and very helpful, I think, for me was there was anywhere from 19 to 23 or 24,000 people in that arena in Chicago. And before I came on stage, Eric said, "You're going to like this girl." Now, if you're an Eric Church fan, you trusted that. We trust him to put out really good music consistently, and he doesn't let us down, and he keeps our trust really, really well. For him to give me that stamp of approval and to not ask you to, but to tell you, you're going to like her. All of a sudden, I had 19 to 23,000 accepted yeses. Even if they weren't going to be fans, they kind of went, I probably will. And all I had to do was not fall down and not forget the words in a Mr. Misunderstood t-shirt.
Not forget the words to your own song.
I knew that would happen. It happens all the time. You were just back there with me, and I was like, I don't remember what this chord was. I don't remember the number of it or the letter of it. And that seems weird. I almost had to call John Osborne to get the chord. I was like, this is embarrassing.
I still think you should have.
I was like, I'm not calling it. It's embarrassing.
Any female artists that have kind of taken you under their wing along the way?
Now we all know that Miranda and I are friends. And I don't remember how exactly we became friends, but we got along. I think we wrote together for the first time. We got along really, really easily. That's a shoo-in. If you were going to pick two female country artists, you would probably pick that. One that you probably wouldn't, you might pick if you thought to, but maybe didn't think about it, was Terry Clark. And we met after the CMAs one year, and she said, if you ever need anything, anytime, day or night, give me a call. And I was on radio tour, and I was tired, and sometimes you can't sleep, and sometimes you can't figure out how to eat right, and maybe you've had a headache for 4 days. And I would call her at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and she would always answer the phone. And I still go, every couple of months, I still go over to dinner, and we get out the guitars, and she whips my ass at knowing more songs than me, and that makes me furious. I thought I knew them all.
Now that you've had that experience of being mentored to an extent by a female artist, do you make it a priority to try to reach back and help the next one coming up behind you?
I didn't know that I was making it a point to, but I've given, not like, let me tell you how it's going to go, and this is what you should do, kind of advice, but in being like, hey, that kind of exhaustion that you're feeling right now is because of this, and this is what helped me. Or saying, you're freaking out right now because you just lost your voice 2 hours before you have to sing. Gummy bears. They're like, what? Gummy bears? A whole bag. You're not going to be able to talk tomorrow, but you can sing tonight. So those little tidbits I love to pass down. But there are things now, having experienced some other things, that I try to make sure of. If there's someone opening for us and someone opening for them, so there's going to be 2 acts and then us, and then probably an act after us, to make sure that there is room on that stage for them to put their pedal board down, and for their drummer to not be stuck between 2 other drummers, riser, staircase, slip and slide bullshit that they want to put on the stage. That's one thing that's super important, though, to me, is to make sure people have room. Because it often looks like you can't entertain and don't know how to use a stage when you just simply didn't have the room to move around.
Yeah, I've been wondering the whole time why there's all this cotton on the stage, but...
My dog probably played with a toy right here. That's what it looks like.
It does look like my living room, actually. But what I'm wondering more than that now is that I need you to explain the restorative powers of gummy bears on your voice.
I was given this information by a speech pathologist. So I trusted it, and advice, much like superstition, the more merit you give it, I guess, the better it works. Actually, gummy bears are made from gelatin. Gelatin is a derivative made out of somehow, I don't know, I'm not a scientist, bone marrow. For some reason, you put that in your mouth, chew, 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 your mouth goes, oh my gosh, we need more saliva. And it does that, and it pours it all down your throat, and then your vocal cords have an extra little coating so that sound can still come out. I don't know how that works. Like I said, I'm not a scientist. But I have eaten, and I don't eat sweets, not because I'm fit, but just because I don't crave it. I like potatoes. And but I've eaten a whole bag of gummy bears and been able to sing.
Wow, okay. We've all learned something.
Right? Everybody's like typing it down. Gummy bears.
And you're like really glad I knocked
You're
on
like,
that
why did
door.
you just eat a bag of gummy bears, Phyllis? You're like, I'm hoarse.
Well, my final question along the lines of advice, since again, this is a room and a backstage especially filled with female singer-songwriters.
Heck yeah, it is.
What advice would you give, especially to those ladies, the up-and-coming stars of the future, that you wish someone had given you 10 years ago?
The first thing that comes to my brain usually when someone asks, do you have any advice, is get here. So I would say if you're thinking about moving to Nashville and you want to write songs or you want to sing or you want to play dobro or whatever that is you want to do, this is the city to do it in. There are a few, but this is the one that you're going to choose to move to. You're going to move here. I want you to change the address on your driver's license. I want you to get a day job. I don't care. You're going to hate it. Doesn't matter what it is, because if it's not songwriting, it's not what you want to be doing. I'm sorry. Get a day job. Change your address, pay your bills, put some roots down. Otherwise, you won't last 6 months. Write with anybody, write with everybody. Go to writers' nights you hate, play writers' nights you hate. I was going to name some. And then I remembered that I'm sitting on this stage. And I don't hate this. And the ways you get there are doing things that are slightly outside of your comfort zone. And sometimes you think you're above those things. You look around and you're like, oh, is this the caliber I'm at? It is. You think you're above that? You're going to have to check that at the door. But there are a shit ton of us here who cannot wait to see you and meet you and cheer you on and hear your music and become fans of it. So come on, honey. There's room. Change your address. Get a day job. let me hear your songs. I can't wait.
Perfect. Can we impose on you to perform a few songs for us?
I would love to,
Okay.
to improvise a little bit. Yes, absolutely.
We're going to reset the stage really quick, and
Yeah,
then
thank you so
Ashley
much.
McBryde is going to be right back to perform for you.
You're awesome.
Oh, or not.
Oh, we're going to reset right now.
One you want her to use? She's shorter. Ooh. She's really short. Yeah, that's probably good though. She'll move it if she needs to.
Okay, everybody, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Ashley McBryde.
Thanks. This guitar is a little bit, no, it sounds great. It is a, thank you. I don't know what was wrong with the tuner, but it's very close to being in tune. It's close enough for the kind of people I date anyway.
Stay for the weekend. I ain't gonna jump off the deep end. I ain't gonna ask where your ring is. Thing is, we all got secrets. You don't wanna hear about my last breakup. I don't wanna worry about space you take up. I don't even care if you're here when I wake up. It's just a room key. You ain't gotta lie to you just use me like I'm using you. How it goes is bar closes. There's no king bed covered in roses. Just a room without a view. I don't want a number you ain't gonna answer. Let's just stick to the one night standards. But who is? Call me what you want if the shoe fits. I ain't gonna say I never do
this. Truth is, lonely makes a heart ruthless. But ain't nobody gonna hurt nobody. Ain't nothing wrong with needing somebody. You can leave all that down in the lobby. Hey, it's just a room key. You ain't gotta lie to me. Can't you just use me like I'm using you? How it goes is bar closes. There's no king bed covered in roses. Just a room without a view. I don't want a number you ain't gonna answer. Let's just stick to the one night standards. Well, how it goes is bar closes. There's no king bed covered in roses. Just a room without a view. I don't give a damn about a morning after and bottles on the floor. Don't even matter. I don't want a number you ain't gonna answer. Let's just stick to the one night standards. The one night standards. The one night standards. Thank you. Whatever that is that climbed in my throat mid-song, I hope it stays. I wonder if I can... Oh, capo. Fun fact, I'm neurotic about capos. I thought, I wish it was funny. But it's not. I've yelled really bad words. To, at, and across people. Where's my capo? Oh, let's see. I'm going to do something. I've only done it once since we wrote it. I did it at the Opry. But if we're going to celebrate female songwriters, John Osborne, a wonderful... John Osborne and Lee Thomas Miller wrote this song with me. And it's really nerve-wracking to play a song for the first time. It's also really nerve-wracking to play it for the second time when you couldn't remember the chords backstage. Perfect time to do it. But while we're talking about our female songwriters, I love it when we get really, really, really sad. We're really good at making people go there with us. I love it when we get snarky. I love it when we talk about sex when it's uncomfortable. Most of all, I love it when we're so country, you'd have to drive towards town to take it hunting. Two things. And when they brought out this title, oh, even if I flub it, I don't even care. He said, I'd like to write a song called Whiskey. And I said, stop. I wrote all of those when I was 26. He said, yeah, but in country music. Okay. I love this song. I've tried all the cool meditations. Talked to friends till our faces turn blue. I've swallowed the shrink's medications, but when I'm missing you, I need my own go-to. So pass me a bottle and I won't refuse it. Put Patsy on vinyl and good Lord I'll lose it. 'Cause nothing takes the edge off when I'm going through it. Like whiskey and country music. One gets me drunk as the possum. The other one pours in a glass. They both pair quite nicely with lonesome. But too much of either one, and I'm showing my ass. Just pass me a bottle whiskey and country music. The older, the better. They go down good together. And honey, wherever you are tonight, I've got my don't give a damn and a drink in my hand and enough in the jukebox to last me all night. Pass me a bottle and I won't refuse it. Put Patsy on vinyl and good Lord I'll lose it. No, nothing takes the edge off when I'm going through it, like whiskey and country music. Whiskey and country music. Amen. Drink his pink drink. It's got something in it. Well, it's good to see the room full as it can be. And sitting in those seats, I know a lot of y'all are all songwriters and performers too, but whether you came in just because you like to listen to music or you're interested in becoming a songwriter or you are a songwriter, friends don't let friends play to empty rooms. Thank you very much for being here tonight with us. Well, don't waste your life behind that guitar. You may get gone, but you won't get far. You're not the first, and won't be the last. And you can tell us all about it when you come crawling back that road you're on. Just winds and winds. You're spinning your wheels and wasting your time. But when the lights come up and I hear the band, and where they said I'd never be, it's exactly where I am. I hear the crowd and I look around and I can't find an empty chair. Not bad for a girl going nowhere. Thanks, guys. And I get these calls out on the road. I heard your song on my radio. We always said you'd make it big, and I tell all my friends that I knew you back when. Just don't forget all us little folks, and when you crash and burn, remember who told you so. But then the lights come up and I hear the band, and where they said I'd never be, it's exactly where I am. I hear the crowd and look around, and I can't find one empty chair. Not bad for a girl going nowhere. Well, I need to thank my daddy for that first set of strings, and all those folks who swore that I'd never be anything. It took a whole lot of yes I wills and I don't cares, a whole lot of basement dives and county fairs, to this show right now, and y'all sure look good out there. Not bad for a girl going nowhere. Not bad for a girl going nowhere. Thank you so much for spending a little time with me tonight, guys. We good? Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ashley McBryde. Come on. Come on. A few things to say. Stay on your feet. She deserves it. In 7 years of doing Suffragettes, we have seen hundreds and hundreds of aspiring singer-songwriters. We put 300 on the show. We sometimes, as I'm sure you have experienced, it's hard to get up in the morning and keep going. And we see it firsthand with a lot of these women. And sometimes it's a song like Girl Going Nowhere that keeps them fighting the fight. And so when we're sitting around talking about who should we thank for being an inspiration to aspiring singer-songwriters, we thought we've done Liz Rose, who's unbelievable. We've done Laura Veltz, who's unbelievable. And this year we were like, we need to ask an actual singer-songwriter, an artist. And the first name that popped up was Ashley McBryde. And you're such an inspiration. I remember hearing Girl Going Nowhere for the first time. I'm a dude, and it's an inspirational song. So for the third ever Yellow Rose of Inspiration Award from Song Suffragettes, we want to present it to Queen Ashley McBryde. And thank you so much for being here. It means so much. It really does. Thank you so much.
Well, I said just about everything funny and inspirational I had to say, so I can say, you must be present to win, ladies. And the gal that quits last won.
Amen. 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 And speaking of that, everybody that's played tonight or has played is playing. Let's all get up here and get a group photo with
Come on,
Miss
ladies.
Ashley.
Thank you.
Thank you so fantastic. We appreciate it.
Here they
All right, here we go. Here.
Yeah, I'll just stick in the stand. Or I can just hand it to Dana. Do you mind doing- Can I just hold the cotton forever? I saw you
A lot of them.
me in the photo. I thought of this.
All right, guys, let's roll. Roll out, roll out, roll out. Come on, Allie D.
Come on, lady.
Roll out. It's okay. It's a little.
Sound guy. So good. Should I,
Come on.
Everybody, get the pile.
Fill it out, kiddos. Let's go.
I had a little sneeze. Now we're all good. I'm getting excited. I almost blew my nose off. It was embarrassing. No, my sister.
Teach me how to do this.
How does the leg pop work? I usually put my weight on the back there.
Wait, we can do this or you don't even have to.
Tell what we need to do.
I just try to remember to take the whole L down.
Teach me.
You might take the whole L down.
Every time we say these words,
Okay, knee people. We need knee people.
Hands on.
Yeah, just get something that.
Okay, this is for us.
Perfect.
now did you tie yourself or did you let it?
Maybe you're the boss. touch our cotton? How dare you?
I don't know, whatever. What's the club?
I'm just saying, a lot of people would. Oh, you're good. Did she sign these? She did. Okay.
Awkward.
Me?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
This song is called Soundcheck.
There's my guitar. Are you here? Are you getting me?
1, 2.
Check.
Let's go.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for not pointing and laughing at us during that. It's so great to be celebrating 7 years with the song Suffragettes, and thank you for supporting women in country music. Give yourselves a round of applause. My name is Candi Carpenter, and I would like to... Wow, thank you.
Yeah, she is.
Church of Roswell, yes, super golden, super golden. I'd like to introduce you to some wonderful women. You've already met Miss Mia down here on the end, I believe.
Hello again.
They introduced you, right, Mia? Have you been introduced?
Yeah.
Properly? Okay, wonderful. And if you're a Song Suffragettes fan and you don't know Mia, I don't know what to tell you anyway. And then this is the lovely Kaytlyn Roberson. Sophia
one of you guys
Scott.
have been drinking.
Oh, it was me.
That was you?
Oh, yeah, I've been drinking for sure. This is Sophia Scott. The lovely Mia Mantia. And down here on the end, we have Allie Dunn. And it's just so great to be in public with other human beings. So thank you for braving what's left of the pandemic to come celebrate with us. It means a lot. You want to start us out tonight, Kaylin?
Maybe.
Okay.
Sure, I don't know how to follow Ashley, but
Oh yeah, that's rough. But that was an amazing performance. Oh my gosh.
all right. Well, I'm going to start with a song called "Breakup Proof," and this was the title track on the first EP that I released last year. I've only known what it's like to release music during a pandemic, so I'm excited to learn how that process goes when we're not going through it.
It's just as stressful in different ways.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Well, good news is I haven't had to play everything live as much, so I'm not tired of everything yet.
That's a good point.
Yeah. But I wrote this song. I tend to write songs about my life before it actually happens to me. And then it happens to me, and I'm like, okay, now I can relate to it, and I need to put it out.
Psychic songwriting.
Yeah, I feel like it's a thing. But I actually was in a long-distance relationship when I first moved here, and I kind of fell for someone else and broke up with him, as bad as that sounds. But still breaking up with somebody was really hard. It doesn't really matter what side you're on in a breakup. It's really hard. And I wanted to kind of write about just how hard that is. This is called Breakup Proof. When I bought this box spring queen size bed for a little more room, I didn't think about how big it'd feel if I was sleeping without you. Every mascara bottle I'm buying winds up on my pillowcase, 'cause CoverGirl can't cover up all the damage a leaving does. No, they don't make makeup meant for heartbreaks. Love songs that still sound the same late at night, yeah, like they do before goodbye. To keep
I wish these summer road trip pictures on my phone would just delete themselves and leave my heart alone. Every Friday night parking lot memory brings me right back to that place where we kissed over the dash. Now I can't stand looking back, 'cause they don't make up meant for heartbreaks. Love songs that still sound the same late at night, yeah, like they do before goodbye. Tequila used to taste like freedom, but now it makes me think of all the reasons I'm not over you. Yeah, I guess some things ain't breakup proof. Well, I guess some things ain't breakup proof. Yeah, I'm trying my best to get you out of my head, but there's a lot of you left since you've been gone. Yeah, all I wanna do is just move on, but they don't make up meant for heartbreaks. Love songs that still sound the same late at night, yeah, like they did before goodbye. Tequila used to taste like freedom, but now it makes me think of all the reasons I'm not over you. Yeah, I guess some things ain't breakup proof. Well, I guess some things ain't breakup proof. Yeah, I guess some things ain't breakup, they ain't breakup proof. Yeah, I guess some things ain't breakup proof.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
It was fantastic. I think you're going to be very busy.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
So good. I always have that stuck in my head. I'm Sophia, and this song I just wrote like 6 weeks ago, really only, which is crazy, which I was talking to Candi about earlier, because generally it takes me like 3 years to put out a song after I write it. So this is new, but I put up a little demo of it on TikTok, of all places, and it sort of took off, and the song is really about kind of this whole night, actually, like what we're here for, which is women building other women up. And I wanted to write a song about girls celebrating each other, because I feel like, at least in my experience, we've grown up in a world where that is not always the case. And so I'm very excited, in honor of International Women's Month and in honor of this night, Suffragettes, to play it live for the first time, and it's called Girls Need Girls. Oh. It all started with a hallway whisper, like who told her she should wear that skirt. Gym class wanna call my mama, I bet she knows how bad it hurts. I'm guilty, been on the wrong side of the ugly name calling, so sad how we never grow out of the drama. So here's to the girls that are here for each other, drinking cheap wine on their best friend's sofa, and hold your hair back when you get too drunk. Girls need girls, girls need girls that never pick sides, never tell you secrets, and let you cry when there ain't no reason. God knows this world's hard enough. Girls need girls, girls need girls like us. It shouldn't always be a competition. Who's breaking up, who's wearing a ring? Like she should really get rid of them wrinkles. Yeah, she used to be so pretty. Can you see drinking cheap wine on the best friend's sofa, and hold your head back when you get too drunk. Girls need girls, girls need girls that never pick sides, never tell you secrets, and let you cry when there ain't no reason. God knows this world's hard enough. Girls need girls, girls need girls like us. Girls need girls like us. So let's raise a glass and throw another back for my senoritas. I got your back, and I'll be right there when you need me. So here's to the girls that are here for each other, drinking cheap wine on the best friend's sofa, and hold your head back when you get too drunk. Girls need girls, girls need girls that never pick sides, never tell you secrets, and let you cry when there ain't no reason. God knows this world's hard enough. So girls need girls, girls need girls like us. Girls need girls like us. Girls need girls.
That song is out everywhere you stream music, and I know that because I listened to it today. It was fantastic. Again, my name is Candi Carpenter. I'm just so happy to see your faces. I missed you guys. This has sucked, hasn't it, being apart like this? It's so good to, it's like a family reunion, or 7th family reunion. If I were to describe my relationship with Nashville, it would be frenemies. I love it and I hate it. It's not always an easy town. I've been here since I was about your age, I think. Since I was a little girl, yeah. And I signed with my first producer when I was 11, and I've been here for over 20 years. And I've seen so many incredibly talented women and people of color not get the attention they deserve at radio. And it's hard to see that. And I'm so happy to see all of you here today showing your support for country music and for the people in it. I wrote this song about living in Nashville with my best friend Kalie Shorr, who I think I see. I could pick her out of a lineup. And my boyfriend Alden Witt and my roommate of forever years, Jess Adams. And the first time we wrote it, we sugarcoated it and played it safe because we didn't feel like we could tell the truth about our stories. And a couple months ago, we rewrote it for real. So I'm going to sing the G-rated version of this one tonight. This is called Sex, Drugs, and Country Music, and I hope you enjoy it.
It's a small town, baby, so be careful what you say. They can treat you how they want to once you sign an NDA. And the fastest way to fail is to try to beat the game. You know they'd run me out of town if I started naming names. Nashville, Tennessee, tore the heart out of me. Yeah, this ain't the rhinestone dream is supposed to be. You've only got one shot, how you gonna lose it? Sex, drugs, and country music. Yeah. Rock and roll's the devil's music, that's what people say. But the devil cuts the checks in Music City, USA. They'll hide behind their faith and tinted windows on their cars, like they ain't cutting blow on mirrors with their boss's credit card. Yeah! Nashville, Tennessee, tore the heart out of me. Yeah. This ain't the right What's in the bottle? Is it booze or is it pills? If the drummer doesn't screw you, then the record label will. Nashville, Tennessee, tore the heart out of me. Yeah. This ain't the rhinestone dream it's supposed to be. You've only got one shot. How you gonna lose it? Sex, drugs, and country music. Sex, drugs, and country music.
Thank you. Who was singing those background vocals?
Me, I learned from.
Glad
our
it
West
wasn't
Palm
Mia. Okay, good. Still a good influence in your life, Mia, somehow after all these years. Trying my best. Speaking of Mia, hi.
Hey, how you doing?
I've been Instagram stalking you for a while now.
Oh,
I'm a big fan.
cool.
Who is it?
Glad. So this one I'm gonna play first. I was reading a Johnny Cash book at the time, and
Solid.
you know, feeling like an outlaw. So this kind of just came out. So this one's called Better in Orange, and I hope you like it.
All right.
I've been waiting for this day all of my life. I hear the church bells ring, and it's about time to get my large sum of cash at the end of the aisle. He's expecting a perfect bride, and that's what he'll find. But I'm a pretty gold digger with my finger on the trigger, waiting to become his wife. Oh, I'll be rolling in bills, drinking champagne, chilled, 'cause this Bonnie don't need a Clyde. When that ring goes on my finger, he'll bury himself 6 feet deeper. And if they catch me, I'll put up a fight. But Mom always said I look better in orange than I do in white. Oh yeah. I'll be taking my steps on down the pews. In less than a minute I'll be saying that I do. Well, I think I saw a tear fall down my mama's eye. Maybe it's 'cause she already knows pretty soon I'll be a widow. 'Cause I'm a pretty gold digger with my finger on the trigger, waiting to become his wife. Oh, I'll be rolling in bills, drinking champagne, chilled, 'cause this Bonnie don't need a Clyde. When that ring goes on my finger, he'll bury himself 6 feet deeper. And if they catch me, I'll put up a fight. But Mom always said I look better in orange than I do in white. Oh yeah. Well, the cops will be on my trail if I'm not behind bars. I'll be in Mexico somewhere, 'cause I'm a pretty gold digger with my finger on the trigger, waiting to become his wife. Oh, I'll be rolling in bills, drinking champagne, chilled, 'cause this Bonnie don't need a Clyde. When that ring goes on my finger, he'll bury himself 6 feet deeper. And if they catch me, I'll put up a fight. But Mom always said I look better in orange than I do in white. Oh yeah. Than I do, than I do, than I do in white.
And you're wearing a little bit of orange tonight to prove it. Yeah. Awesome. That was so good.
When that chorus melody hit, my face was like, insane. I need that. Hey, I'm Allie. This is my first time playing this round.
All right.
I'm really honored to be here. I moved here 2 years ago, so I remember coming to these and being like, man, I want to be up there. And here I am, so I'm excited. So, yeah.
How does it feel?
It feels, honestly, this is like one of the first shows like I've had round-wise since COVID, so my palms are a little sweaty, but it's okay.
Just wipe them on your pants and keep going. That's
yeah,
what I do.
That's what I've been doing. Can you hear my guitar? Yeah? Okay, cool. So I'm originally from New York. I know, I saw some Mets fans. We got some New Yorkers in here? Yeah? Okay, cool. Talk to me after. I'm from Staten Island, so yeah. Anyway, so I wrote a song about home with my buddy Kyle Sturrock, and I know my mom's watching on live stream right now, so Mom, I'll give you $20 if you can make it through this song without crying, okay?
You won't know.
My dad.
Okay, yeah, keep an eye on her.
Barely pulling to the drive before they're saying hi and hugging me. Got photos hanging by the door from back when I was 17. She made my bed a couple weeks ago and dusted all the trophies. Dad and I made a trip to Home Depot to find that color green. I've been trying to convince myself that I got life all figured out, but I remember I don't know a thing when I'm back inside that house. So I've been going homeless, trying to build a life on my own. It's hard when the place I wanna go is always waiting for me down that quiet little road. I know they love to see me and make life feel a little easy. They always give me that feeling that every time I go, I know I never wanna leave. So I've been going homeless. I've been going homeless. Dad's hair's a little more gray, but his jokes still sound the same. Mama's saying I ain't eating enough and serves dinner on the same blue plates. Every time that bottle comes out, we have a hard time putting it away. Half drunk watching home videos of waking up on Christmas Day. Always love going back, but it's a little too good to be true. 'Cause outside of these four walls, I got a lot of living to do. So I've been going homeless, trying to build a life on my own. It's hard when the place I wanna go is always waiting for me down that quiet little road. I know they love to see me and make life feel a little easy. They always give me that feeling that every time I go, I know I never want to leave. So I've been going homeless. I've been going homeless. I've been going probably a good thing they make saying goodbye so tough, 'cause I'll always have a place to go back while I figure out growing up. So I've been going homeless. I've been going homeless, trying to build a life on my own. It's hard when the place I wanna go is always waiting for me down that quiet little road. I know they love to see me and make life feel a little easy. They always give me that feeling that every time I go, I know I never wanna leave. So I've been going home. I've been going homeless. I've been going homeless. Thanks, y'all.
Yeah, your mom definitely cried.
I know.
It's my prediction.
Can Jake, my brother, take pictures of her for evidence?
That was beautiful.
Thanks.
First song down at Suffragettes. Yeah. Great job. Are you doing a song?
Yeah.
I'm so glad. You guys know she's only 16 years old, right? Wow.
Indeed.
Mia Morris, my favorite.
I love you.
I love you. I'm so proud of you. I could explode.
Candy's like my big sister. Like seriously, ever since I started playing Suffragettes, like she has always just been that person for me.
Don't do that to me right now.
Serious.
This is not waterproof mascara because I'm a fool.
Oh my gosh. Well, hey again. This time I decided to bring a loop pedal with me because I'm a percussionist and I like having percussion in my song. You know, I miss it when it's not there, so I'm gonna make a loop real quick. That'll do. All right, so this song is it's about regret. Like the kind of regret that you feel when you decide to not follow me on Spotify and then you don't get notified about my new release tomorrow night.
Pro.
This is called All They Have. Da 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 da. Yeah, this is what we call home. Open up our front door. There's not much more. There's something that you can't see. It doesn't take space. It's all that we need. Some say we're living small, but I say we got it all, 'cause rich ones like us are living on love, like you and me, honey. But outside that door, some are so poor, all they have is money. All they have is money. There we go. Da 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 da. If we had a big house, I wouldn't want to work all day just to pay. Live on credit and die inside. I don't want to live that life. Rich ones like us are living on love, like you and me, honey. But outside that door, some are so poor, all they have is money. All they have is money. Da 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 Rich ones like us are living on love, like you and me, honey. But outside that door, some are so poor, all they have is money. Rich ones like us are living on love, hey, like you and me, honey. But outside that door, some are so poor, all they have is money. All they have is money.
Thank you. God, you're cool. She does my taxes too every year.
Yep. Do you want to do mine? Because I don't know how to do them yet. Okay.
I got that personal finance.
I'm going to go follow you on TikTok now.
Yes.
Yeah, now that
please
Ashley
do.
was like, oh, are you the girl from TikTok? I'm like,
Yeah, y'all, Ashley saw my TikTok. Can you
That's
believe
so
that?
cool.
I was like, what? Crazy.
I'm new to TikTok. It's not too good. You might not want to go follow me. I don't know.
I have one video on mine, and I'm wearing a bathrobe in it. It's about right.
Now I'm interested. I need to go watch that.
Don't.
All right, y'all. Well, I hope you guys have had an amazing night. These girls are literally so talented. It just blows my mind every single time. I literally,
So are you.
me and Candi had the chance with Kaylee over there to go on a little trip to West Palm and sing for some people. And literally, I got back home from that trip, and I told my dad, and I was like, these girls are going to be in the Music Hall of Fame. I don't know who invited me, but
Which one? Like Alaska or Michigan? I think there's a Michigan Country Music Hall of Fame that really anyone can be part of.
oh my goodness.
So that's
Whichever one
possible.
is the hardest one to get into. But for real, you guys are very talented. And my first time playing Suffragettes, I was actually 17, so I was not much older than you, but you've been doing this a lot longer than me. But yeah, it's crazy to think that I've been part of such an amazing movement for 5 years now, which is probably not as long as some other people, but
You belong here.
yeah, I'm really excited. It's actually, when I first played, I was so nervous, and I used to just play keyboard. I didn't know any other instrument, and I was just tired of carrying it around everywhere. If you play keyboard, then you know the struggle. And, like, my case would fall on me. It was just terrible.
If you play drums, you know the struggle.
Oh, okay. Mia's got me beat. Mia's got me
Just
beat.
saying.
And you stuck with it, so I could not. And I picked up the guitar. But anyways, I don't know why I just went on that rant. This last song I'm going to do is called Shoes to Fill. And my friend Hallie Kearns cut this one. Yeah, thank you. I was going to play another love song, but I figured I would just, make you guys cry with something else. And so this is kind of what happens when you put 3 girls in a room that love their dad. And I love my mom too, but I'm definitely a dad's girl. And my friend Morgan brought in this title, and I was like, yes, we have to write that. And I'll pay my dad $20 if he doesn't cry to this. He watches
definitely
every
is.
single one of these and critiques me.
Wait, if your dad cries and my mom cries, we gotta double it.
Let's do it.
All right, cool.
Okay. Anyways,
Can I
this
get in on
song.
that action, by the way? Yeah. I'll put 20 down.
Oh, perfect. Okay, this is fun. We're betting over here. Anyways, this song is called Shoes to Fill. I hope you guys like it. In first grade, I fell down in the driveway, scraped my knee, and Dad ran out with a Band-Aid. He sat down beside me, eye to eye there on the concrete. Just let me cry and wipe my tears away. At 16, I wrecked my first car, and I thought he'd be mad 'cause it was my fault. He picked me up, dropped everything, swore he wouldn't say a thing. Just let me cry and wipe my tears away. Yeah, he spent my whole life set in the bar for the man who gets to have my heart. So if you wanna take the hand that he held first, you have gotta be the man he showed me I deserve. And if you're gonna love me like nobody ever will, then baby, you've got big shoes to fill. Spent 2 years betting my heart on someone who swore he never felt more in love. And on the day he walked away, all his words lost all their weight. But deep down I knew how it would end up, 'cause I know that I'll know when love feels right, since I've seen it in my father's eyes. So if you wanna take the hand that he held up his last name. Dear whoever standing in his place, if you want to take the hand that he held first, you have got to be the man he showed me I deserve. And if you're gonna love me like nobody ever will, then baby, you've got big shoes to fill.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. I love you.
I love you, Candi.
And I love you. I'm excited to hear your next song.
Oh God. Well, it's quite different from that one. It's this song is sort of about my multiple personalities, all the good, the bad, and the ugly.
How many have I met?
You have personally met quite a few.
Amazing. So we really know each other well now. It's good.
Yeah. And with that, the song is called Drink Too Much Wine. I can be the pretty girl, go to church and wear nice pearls, or I can roll my sleeves up with the guys. I can act polite, clean them nice, or gossip with the Stepford wives, or I could hit the town and lose my freaking mind. I smile like a saint, and I curse like a sinner. I am what I ain't, and I won't apologize. Sometimes I might have a couple drinks, break a couple things. I might take another hit, talk a little shit, but I ain't bothered. I'm just like my father. I don't drink enough water, and I drink too much wine. I drank too much wine. Sit up straight, cross my legs, be careful with the words I say. I could run my mouth and set you right. I'll put my makeup on for dad and mom and act like I do nothing wrong. I've been staying out and getting high, and I smile like a saint, and I curse like a sinner. I am what I ain't, and I won't apologize. Sometimes I might have a couple drinks, break a couple things. I might take another hit, talk a little shit, but I ain't bothered. I'm just like my father. I don't drink enough water, and I
drank too much wine. I drank too much wine.
Yeah. That's a millennial anthem. I'm always dehydrated. And what Kaylee and I share a love of Gatorade. And what we recently discovered is you're still supposed to drink water. Just because you drink Gatorade doesn't mean you can stop. It's not a replacement. So that's a public service announcement for all of you who have the same issue. Sophia and I apparently do. I didn't know we had that in common. It's great. Wow, you learn so much about your friends up here. It's wild. So in March, I recorded an EP with Brandi Carlile. Thank you. March of last year, though. I guess it's still March, so it'd be weird if I would say this month, I suppose. But I haven't played it, and the song I'm about to play since we recorded it, because why would I have? I'm sad we didn't get to go on our Song Suffragettes tour last year. That was so sad. And I also just want to take a minute to thank Todd. Like, I know I do that at every anniversary show. Todd Cassidy, this man. And Taylor, thank you for stepping up and just making Song Suffragettes such a safe haven for women to come together and find community in each other and common ground. And I certainly don't know what my life would have looked like without Kalie Shorr in it, and with all of you. So thank you again. I'm gonna love you guys. I'm gonna try to sing this song. I'm gonna endeavor to. Again, I haven't played it in a year. I guess I need to though, because it came out on Friday. So if you like it, please check it out. Again, I'm Candi Carpenter. I'm on social media. The way you remember that, it's like somebody who builds gingerbread houses. It's a Candi Carpenter. And this is called Dirt Around the Tree.
I was born in the fall, the season when everything is dying. We must know what we're in for. That's why we come into this world crying. My mother always told me life's not fair. That's probably why I ran away. I don't think that I felt safe at home, and I don't think that's ever gonna change. So tell me, what's at the root of all my guilt and anger? What's in the dirt around the tree? Heartbreak runs in the family, and that's why I'm still running from me. I read the trauma is genetic, so who was the first to hand it down? Was it my grandpa or his father? You can ask someone who ain't around. Tell me, what's at the root of all my guilt and anger? What's in the dirt around the tree? Heartbreak runs in the family. That's why I'm still running from me. I wanna be more than a lost little girl. I'm gonna grow up someday.
Tell me what's at the root of all my guilt and anger. Am I who I'm supposed to be? Heartbreak runs in the family. That's why I'm still running for me. Heartbreak runs in the family. Why am I still running from me?
Thank you.
So I just I wanted to say thank you for your song Suffragettes for having me. It's a lot of fun. I'm Mia Mantia, and this last song I'm gonna play for y'all is called "Too Many Angels." I wrote it with Sam Varga. He's over there. Yeah.
Sam is the best.
Yeah, he's
pretty
awesome.
great.
He's pretty
Shameless
great.
plug.
So yeah, this is "Too Many Angels." Hope you like it. Put you in black before you ever wore white. Everyone that showed up said something nice. I could think of 100 better stories to tell, and you could sing a song sweeter than church bells. If you were at this party, you'd sneak out. Go get drunk, play Nirvana real loud. Well, how many drinks can you pour till it hurts in the morning? How close can you get to the sun before your wings start burning? Well, knowing the reasons help if there's any. How many angels are too many? When you're young and plain, they call it dirt. But when they put you in it, they call it earth. People still here scared of forever. Guess that's why they call it someplace better. Last time we were here, we got high. Chase ghosts with Chuck Taylors and flashlights. Well, how many drinks can you pour till it hurts in the morning? How close can you get to the sun before your wings start burning? Well, knowing the reasons help if there's any. How many angels are too many? Too many. He could have snapped his fingers, had a new one made. No, it wouldn't have taken him 7 days. Might be a sin to call it greed, but how many angels does he really need? How many drinks can you pour till it hurts in the morning? How close can you get to the sun before your wings start burning? When knowing the reasons help if there's any. How many angels are too many? Too many.
Sam.
Yeah.
That was beautiful, Mia.
Thank you. That was awesome. You guys are obviously a powerhouse. You should write more. That was beautiful. Well, thank you, Todd and Taylor and Song Suffragettes and volunteers and listening room and everyone. Seriously, thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. What's interesting is I'm an artist, but I'm also a writer. So I'll write songs that I personally wouldn't record because it's not what I'm going for. But I still love them. And it's rounds like these where I get to play them. And I said, hey, this is a perfect round. Because this song is called Why Can't a Girl?
Friday night, had a long week. Friends drag me out of my bed sheets. Make me go to the house of a friend who's got friends downtown. Yeah. Pretty chill when I met you. Couple of us in the living room. Kick back, lay back, couple laughs and cheap box wine. But boy, you got me wrong the whole time. I made it clear, you just can't read the damn signs. So you better slow whatever you roll, 'cause the way I roll is not what you're thinking. Why does a smile and light conversation translate to baby, I wanna get naked? I don't know what you think this is. If you lean in, you're gonna miss. So, boy, let me tell ya, I was just being polite. Why can't a girl ever be nice? Why can't a girl? This is a true story, actually. Oh, man. Hit the ball where Bud's a buck. Never asked, but you bought me one. I should've said no, but my mama said don't ever waste a cold beer. My bad, didn't know one drink meant you could take me home. I got more to me than what you see, but boy, you'll never know. 'Cause you gotta slow whatever you roll, 'cause the way I roll is not what you're thinking. Why does a smile and light conversation translate to baby, I wanna get naked? I don't know what you think this is. If you lean in, you're gonna miss. So, boy, let me tell ya, I was just being polite. Why can't a girl ever be nice? Do you guys want to sing with me? Yeah, okay. All right, just repeat after me. It's really, really easy, I think. All right, so it goes like this. Ready? I said, don't take me the wrong way. Don't take me the wrong way. I said, don't take me the wrong way. Don't take me the wrong way. Yeah, all right. Don't take me the wrong way. Don't take me the wrong way. All right, we're going up. I said, don't take me the wrong way. Don't take me the wrong way. That was beautiful. So you better slow whatever you roll, 'cause the way I roll is not what you're thinking. Why does a smile and light conversation translate to baby, I wanna get naked? I don't know what you think this is. If you lean in, you're gonna miss. So, boy, let me tell ya, I was just being polite. Why can't a girl ever be nice? Why can't a girl ever be nice? Thanks, y'all.
Your mom always said never waste a cold beer.
Oh my God, no.
Oh, I thought that was the line. That's what I heard.
My mom has one blue moon and she's drunk, so
Okay.
like,
I was about to say, that's a cool mom.
no.
All right. Wow, yeah. You think you're hearing all the words sitting here, but yeah, apparently not.
No, I did say my mom because it sang, but like bringing my dad in the song might have been weird, you know. So I just.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what? Either way, it's awesome.
Thank
That was
you.
hilarious and wonderful. And thanks again for being here. And Deborah, thank you for giving all of us flowers. That was so nice.
Oh, also I want to thank Joe. Joe can't be here a lot of the times because he's from out of town, but he always Venmos for
Thank
a
you,
round, so
Joe.
he bought us a round. So
Can
thanks,
y'all
Joe.
call my boyfriend and tell him to buy me around and give me some flowers sometime? Really appreciate you guys. This is a perfect cover song to roll right into your song from Allie. All right, you guys ready for this? We like to end every show with a cover. We thought this was the perfect way to say thank you for 7 years. Please sing along, scream along, dance along, whatever you want to do. We're all here for it.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Take this pink ribbon off my eyes. I'm exposed, and it's no big surprise. Can't you see I know exactly where I stand? This world is forcing me to hold your hand. Oh, I'm just a girl, a little old maid. Well, don't let me out of your sight. Oh, I'm just a girl, pretty and petite, so don't let me have any rights. Oh, I've had it up to here. The moment that I step outside, so many reasons for me to run and hide. I can't do those little things I love so dear, but it's all those little things that I fear. 'Cause I'm just a girl I'd rather not be, 'cause they won't let me drive late at night. Oh, I'm just a girl, guess I'm some kind of freak, 'cause they all sit and watch me with their eyes. Oh, I'm just a girl, take a good look at me, just a typical prototype. Oh, I've had it up to here. Oh, am I making myself clear? I'm just a girl in the world, that's all you'll let me be. Oh, I'm just a girl living in captivity. Your rule of thumb makes me worry some. Oh, I'm just a girl, what's my destiny? What I succumb to is making me numb. I'm just a girl, my apologies. What I become is so burdensome. Oh, I'm just a girl, lucky me, sweetle dumb, there's no comparison. Oh, I've had it up to. Oh, I've had it up to. Oh, I've had it up to here.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
See you next Monday.